Welcome, friends. Welcome to Divine Designs 24. My name is Tammy, and we're going to be making a chimney, a Christmas chimney today. I got this at Amazon, and it's a chimney, and it has, we'll do these in red for the red brick. We'll do this, I don't know yet. Maybe a gray, a gold. Maybe we'll do this in gold. We'll see. We'll figure that out. And we'll just do this one in white because that's all snow. So that would be simple. But what I'm going to do is turn this around here, so we can get to the bow. So we can paint this bow up. We're going to use some red here. No. Am I going to do red? No, because the chimney is going to be red. We're going to do green bow. Okay. Sorry about that. My husband was asking me a question, so I had to answer him. He's getting ready to leave. So now we're going to paint this bow green instead of red. We're going to do a green and a gold bow. You know, even though I'm doing videos, life still goes on. Okay, so let's do this bow here in green. Oh, this is going to look pretty. This is going to be very, very pretty. And it has like two little bells here, so we'll do the bells in gold. It has two little bells underneath of it. But we got to get this all covered real nice here. I think this is going to be cute. This is like it's a trinket box, so it'll have a space in here where you can put stuff in it for Christmas time. For a little trinket box, you want to put it in your bathroom for your jewelry, or on your dresser, or wherever you would like. But I thought this was really cute. It was something different that I could put on your dresser, or in your bathroom, wherever you want to, but that's going to be pretty. Okay, I want to burnish this in really, really good. I don't want any spots that are not covered. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Clean the green off my brush here, and then we'll use some gold. I just wipe it until no more comes off. Okay, now we'll do the bell. Oh, this one hasn't been opened yet. Get this opened. These are Let's Resin Mica Powders. They're very, very good. I really love them. Okay, let's do the bells in gold. You can do the bells in gold, you can do the bells in silver, whatever you want to do. This is your craft, you do it your way. That's what I tell people all the time. This is my craft, I'm doing this my way. When it's your craft, you do it your way. Oops, I guess I have to take an alcohol pad to that. That's not where I wanted it to go. And I see some green that I missed. Okay, now I gotta go back in and do some green. Let me make sure I get this burnished really well. Okay, that looks better. And let's see here. Okay, I need to get a Q-tip here. Clean out the spot. I got some gold where I didn't want it. So I'm just going to use a little bit of alcohol in here to take care of that. Okay. It's just that easy to clean up. When you get the colors where you don't want them, just use a little bit of alcohol and it just cleans it right up. That's where I didn't want any gold. And I do have to put some green in here. I missed a spot for green. You know, I could cut all this stuff out, but I want to show you how to fix things when they don't come out just the way you want them. But there's a couple spots there that green needs to go in. So we're going to now clean this off again and put green in there where I missed it. So now we'll add a little green. Okay. I missed the edge of the bow here, the end of it. Oops. There we go. To add more to the bow. I'll be using red resin to be filling this. So I want these burnished really well so that the red resin doesn't overtake where the bow is. Okay. Let me get some resin made up because I need some white for the top. And then I have red mica powder I'm going to put in for the chimney and get my mess cleaned up here. And I will be right back because the resin's got to sit for about 5 minutes or so. I got to stir it for about 5 minutes. So it's going to be a few minutes for me, but it'll be right back for you. All right, we are back to do the pouring. I got my resin mixed up. So we're going to get the colors mixed up. I don't know how much I'll need in here, probably not much. So I'm just gonna put maybe an ounce in here, 2 ounces maybe. I can always use what's left. I'll do 2. And that'll be for the white. And that'll be for the red. Hope that's gonna be enough for the red. Put more in here I wanted. Okay. So now, that'll be for red, and this will be for the white. So I'll just put some white in here, and we'll get that mixed up really good. Isn't that white? Isn't that pretty? It's got to be mixed up really, really good. So I do the white first, let that sit for a few minutes, and then I'll do the red. The white is not Let's Resin, it's Saya. I think it's what it's called, C-E-Y-E or something. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that sit. And then we're going to do some red. And we'll see how this looks. I got to mix these up really good, get the dry powder out of it. That's going to be pretty red for the brick. I almost did the bow red, but I thought the brick's red. I have to have another color for the bow. I don't know why whenever I think of bows, I think of red bows. I know, but all bows are not red. That's just me. I could have done a white bow. I could have done a yellow bow, a blue bow. I could have done any color. Okay, let that sit for just a couple more minutes, but that's looking good. Let some of the bubbles out of it. I am going to spray a little bit alcohol in here to help with any bubbles. I don't want bubbles in there. Okay, we'll do the white first. I'm going to kind of do it slow. Let it sink down so that way we don't get any traps of little bubbles. I hope I made enough. I think I did. Okay, I'm going to do a little movement here on these. So if there is any air bubbles, they'll go to the surface. I don't see any. I don't see any air bubbles. Okay, this is going to be the perfect amount. So this was 2 ounces that I put in here. And that's going to be the perfect amount here. So I have no leftovers of the white. Okay. Lay that there because I'll clean that up. Look at there. Perfect amount. Let's see how perfect I got with the red. Hopefully I won't have to make up more. Do the same thing. I'm going to do it slowly. I do not think I'm going to have enough on the red. I'm going to have to make up a dab more, darn it. Look at that. Okay, I only have to make a couple more ounces up. I want to get it made up while this is still fresh. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with some more red resin. My glove back on. I want to get this poured. I've been stirring for about 3-4 minutes, so I want to get this poured before it sets up at all. That way you won't be able to tell the difference. And I will be babysitting this for a little while, checking for bubbles. I'm not going to dome in this because this is the bottom. I don't want a dome to it. Okay, I have a little bit left here. I'll pour it in something as an extra, and we will be back for demold. Be right back. We are back for demold. And I gotta get my gloves back on here because when I'm demolding, I like to wear my gloves. That way, if there's any sharp edges, I'm not gonna cut myself. All right, so we're gonna go with the roof first. And this is supposed to be the snow on top. Oh, that's nice, look at that. Does need to have that lip trimmed off. This was my extra. So now we're going to take this out. There is a foam thing here. Let me see if I can get a hold of it. It came with this in it. I thought, well, I just go and stick it in there while it's setting up. Keep it nice and square. Okay, so this is why I like to have gloves on. For this reason. Like I said, I'm not going to have to some markers in there after all. All right, let's see here. Come on. This is my biggest challenge, is getting these things out of the mold. morsel and alligator here. There we go. I was gonna leave it that way so I clean it up, but it came out pretty clean. Okay, so this, oh, the net turned out pretty. Look at that. That is really, really cute. Oh my gosh. That makes a perfect little trinket box. How perfect that is. That is so cute. I will have to think about it. I want to make something to go on top of here to lift the lid. I'll have to think about that on what I can use. And then this is my extra. And this is a holographic. This is a holographic ornament. And I got a little overpour here, so we'll trim that off. A little bit more. Okay, that looks good. That's much better. Okay. Let me get this cleaned up here. Okay. Now we will put our hanger on this. But I'm not going to put anything on this because it'll cover up the holographic. So I want the holographic to stay. So we just put the hanger on here. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see the holographic in there? Isn't that gorgeous? And let's see here. Hopefully these are going to go in with no problem. Sometimes if they're not round out just the right way, they... All right, I have to take my gloves off for this. I still had a little bit of trimming to do and I was going to leave my gloves on, but... Okay. Take gloves off for this. There we go. There. All right, come on. If there is any kind of anything in there stopping it, it doesn't want to go through. Let me get a different one. I have a whole bag of them. Find a different one. That I don't have to grind out right now. Let's see if that one looks better. Okay, now we got some fresh ends. Let's see if this one will go through. There we go. And we'll tie a knot. And there is the Christmas ornament. Look at that. Trying to get the holographic to really show up in there. Oh yeah, look at that. That is so pretty. I love it. Okay, and then there is this. I'm gonna see what I can do on the top of this because I want something on the top of there. Even if maybe we put like a little bead or something on there. All right, let me think about it. Let me see if I can find something. All right, I figured a top out for it. I picked out a Christmas tree. Put this behind it so you can see it. It's still, the glue's still wet, so I had to kind of hold it. But I picked out a Christmas tree. Isn't that cute? That turned out really cute. I love the Christmas tree on it. That way, when this is all dry, I used some E6000 on here. I used some E6000. It's not going to go anywhere. Once it's dry, it's going to be stuck. It's not going anywhere. But I just want to make sure that I've got it all centered and it looks good. But I think that turned out really cute. Putting that Christmas tree on there as a little topper to lift the top off. And then you have a trinket holder. Isn't that adorable? I love this. This is so cute. The bow turned out good. Look at that. Perfect. I thought I was going to have to use some markers on here, but I'm not going to have to use it. Everything came out really, really good. And then we have, out of my extra, we have this ornament, which turned out gorgeous. I love the holographic on it. Okay, that's it for my craft for today. I want to thank you guys for coming. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like this channel or like what I made. Give me a comment. I want to see comments on this and what you think on how this chimney turned out. I think this is adorable. I'm going to put this in my bathroom. And I was going to sell it. I was going to take it to the craft show and sell it. But if I do that, I have to make another one because I really like this one. So I'm going to put this in my bathroom and throw my stuff in it. But I want to thank you guys for coming. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment. And we'll see you next time. Bye now.